guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I thought we were gonna do something a little bit different, something I've never done before. I only done it one other time with Larry and Mariana, and if you know what that video is, you then already know what today's video is going to be about. We are doing a bookish Q&A. I posted an Instagram story asking you guys to ask me any questions from my YouTube channel. They don't really have to be book related, but I've taken a look at them and a lot of them are obviously book related. You guys have asked so many questions. We definitely will not be getting through all of them because I don't even know how many there are, but there's a lot. But we're definitely gonna get through a lot of them. This is gonna be a long one because I'm gonna try to get through as many questions as I can. So grab a snack. Speaking of a snack, I don't even have a drink. I'm so unprepared. Please hold. I got a protein bar because I just came back from Pilates and I'm starved. Oh, she squirted. All right, let me pull up all the questions and we're just gonna start answering. Let's start with question number one. I feel like it's a good introduction to everything. What made you get into reading? I honestly don't really know. So let me back up and explain a little bit. I started reading when BookTok wasn't really a thing, but somehow it was barely like BookTok was barely becoming a thing, and somehow I got onto that side and everybody and their mama was talking about It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I was like, wait, like what's that about? Let me read it. I read that book and that kind of sucked me in. And I think the reason I started reading is because I've seen a lot of people reading books and doing videos on BookTok, and it just like seemed fun. But prior to reading It Ends With Us, I have not finished a single book probably my entire life. Like when I was a child, I read Harry Potter, but I never finished the series. I read probably the first 2-3 books and then I quit, and every other book that I started ever in my life, I did not finish it ever. I would either read until halfway or until almost the end or like the first chapter and then quit. Reading was like my form of punishment. And then after I read my first book, I was like, wait, so reading doesn't have to be boring? Because my whole life, guys, I thought that reading was boring. I didn't understand that reading doesn't have to be boring. And once I learned that reading could be actually really fucking fun, here we are. Here we fucking are. Oh, that actually answered another question that says, when did you start to fall in love with reading and which book started it all? So the book that started it all was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Best book ever. Let's get this out of the way because I feel like a lot of people will be asking this. Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm is the best book ever in my humble opinion, and that's just that. Maybe after Onyx Storm, like the next book in the Fourth Wing series that comes out could be my next favorite one, but as of right now, Onyx Storm is the best book to be ever created, best book in the series, best book in the fucking world. Oh my god, wait, this is such a good question. What's a book that has a beautiful cover but had a very low star rating? Okay, literally every single Emily Henry book. I am obsessed with her covers. Not only do I like just the covers of her books, I also like the spines of them, like when they are lined up together, because the spine has a different design from the front, and I just think it's so aesthetically pleasing to see her books lined up on the shelf. Oh, I love it. Specifically, The Great Big Beautiful Life, whatever her newest release was, one of the most beautiful book covers I have ever seen. Like that Bedazzled, oh, it would eat. And that book was 1 star, so that's very sad. You know, guys, I wish I was an Emily Henry lover, and I am just not. But I am an Abby Jimenez lover, so, you know, you win some and you lose most. How do you find so much time for reading? So I don't have a life. Thank you for asking. No, but on a real note, sometimes when I do get really, really busy, I'll be doing 2 projects in one. I will either bedazzle or edit something that doesn't require me to listen to it. And that's how I sometimes get through books. I just listen to audiobook for like 4 hours and I listen at speed 2.0. So that's like a good 200 pages, I want to say. And it feels like it flies by, and I also feel like I'm doing things because I am actually doing things. So audiobooks is the way to go when I'm busy, and when I'm not busy, I just read from like 7 p.m. until like 1 in the morning, and I'm able to get through like 300 pages of the book. So that's that. I'm also not that fast of a reader. You know what's funny? I feel like it all depends on a book. Like sometimes I'll read a book and I will read that shit so fast. And sometimes I will be there for like 30 minutes reading the same page over and over again. Sometimes I feel like, whoa, it's been 30 minutes and I read 10 pages. And sometimes like it's been 30 minutes and I read 100 pages. Make that make sense? I don't know how that works. That's quite frankly none of my business. If you can choose one book to have reread for life, what would it be? So here's the thing. I do have a follow-up question. Would I read the book, finish it, and forget it? Or would I like not forget it and keep rereading it over and over and over again? Because in that case, probably no book. Because after rereading it for like 10th time, I would start hating it. So I would be in my own personal hell at that point. But if I were to keep forgetting it over and over and over again, then literally the Fourth Wing, the entire series. Like I know you said book, but like series is technically like one book. It's just spread into multiple books. It's like one story spread into multiple books, and that's just a loophole that I came up with. So I would go with Fourth Wing. Oh wait, but Boys of Tommen though, like if I hold on, everybody needs to hold on. Oh, Magnolia Parks. Oh no guys, so I can't answer that. But like imagine Boys of Tommen, like I could reread it so many times and find so many like different little things that I missed the first couple of times reading it. Like I feel like Boys of Tommen would be, and the books are so thick, it would take me so long to get. I think I would have to go to Boys of Tommen. But then I hope that like after I finish the book, after I finish the entire series, I would forget it. And so I could start over and it's like nothing ever happened. Oh my god. Somebody asked best dark romance book. Oh my god. Let me give you so many right now. Okay, first we have the Maid series. Oh, so freaking good. Then we have Sinners Anonymous. Once again, 10 out of fucking 10. And those are all, by the way, series. So we're already 6 books in. We do have Dark Verse series, but I never read The Syndicator. So I can attest to the entire series. I have The Syndicator and I wanted to read it, but then Larry and Mariana told me that the last book wasn't that good. I tried picking it up a couple of times and I just ended up picking up a different book. So maybe I'll finish the series at one point. Like up until The Syndicator, 10 out of 10. There was one book there that I didn't really like. I think it was The Finisher. Didn't really like that. But for the rest, chef's kiss. I feel like I'm missing so many other dark romance books that I love. I can't remember right now, but I do have the ultimate dark romance guide on my channel that explains you literally every single dark romance book I love and kind of like the order that I recommend reading them in so you don't get a little too overwhelmed. Worst book you've ever read? I feel like there's a lot of bad books that I've read, but like the most recent one that comes to mind is The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Like that was 1-star behavior. And it is 1-star behavior to me. I was so bored, guys. Like so freaking bored. You know what? I just remembered The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. And Larry, if you're watching it, you see it's not the worst book I've ever read. So it could have been worse. I gave that one 2 stars. Okay, there's 2 questions that go like together hand in hand. Are Kindles better than physical books? And do you recommend a Kindle? Guys, I started off reading physical copies only. I didn't even have a Kindle for like the longest time when I started just getting into reading. Then I got a Kindle because we were leaving on vacation and I couldn't bring as many books as I wanted to bring with me. So I ended up getting a Kindle, and then I would only, for like a year and a half, I would only read my Kindle when we were away from the house. So anytime we would travel, I would read the Kindle, but then we would be coming back home, I would only read physical copies. Like the Kindle wasn't being used by me until we were leaving the house to go somewhere else. I want to say like 8 months ago, something just like randomly changed and I discovered that reading a book on a Kindle is, it's a 10 out of fucking 10 experience. And let me explain. When you have a physical copy, right, you have to always physically flip the page. Okay, you have to keep flipping pages. You have to hold the book. You also have to hold it open. So it requires 2 hands. Now, I don't have a third hand for a drink or a snack anymore. But then at night, you need a book light, right? And then the only way you could read a physical copy is if you're just like sitting up or like laying down straight in your bed. I'm painting you a picture, okay? When you're on a Kindle, you can prop that thing against your pillow, lay like this, and literally just tap. And then you could take it a step fucking further, and you can get a little controller, put it around your wrist, and just click the button like under the covers. You don't even have to tap the screen on the Kindle to flip the freaking page. It's the most genius thing ever. I'm a Kindle stan, a fan, and a believer. And I do have Kindle Colorsoft, and I'm obsessed with her. I know a lot of people don't like Kindle Colorsoft for some reason. I love mine so freaking much. Ooh, this is a good one. What's a popular series you DNF? Okay, there's actually a couple. I think I DNF'd the Off Campus series by Elle Kennedy. I just wasn't vibing with it anymore, and I think I read the first 3 books, and then I also DNF'd Hollow Boys. That one I actually DNF'd. Like, actually, I cannot go back to it. And I also DNF'd Throne of Glass the first time when I was reading it, but then I reread it, so I don't think that counts. The most expensive and cheapest special edition. Okay, the cheapest? I actually don't know. I definitely know the most expensive, but I don't know the cheapest. It honestly might be these Megan Quinn and Not So Meet Cute and Royally Not Ready 10-year anniversary editions. But I don't remember how much they were, but I feel like they weren't that much, especially because there's only like 2 books here. The most expensive though, I have the entire Twisted X Steamy Lit series, and here's the thing, guys. They might not be expensive when they were sold, but I did get them resale, and not only did I get them at resale price, these are also hand signed by the author at the front, and every signature matches like the color covers. So this one has a blue signature inside, this one has an orange, red, and green. I don't want to tell you how much I paid for them, but it was, I'm pretty sure, a little bit over $400. And I never want to talk about that ever again. But they are very pretty. Like, let me show you the covers. We have Twisted Love, Twisted Games. Oh, I love them so much. Twisted Hate, and Twisted Lies. And then even their spines look so beautiful. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with these. When will you start the Hunger Games? Okay, I think I told you guys on TikTok that I'm gonna start reading the Hunger Games because I've never read the series. I've watched the movies, but I never read the books. And I have all the copies, like I bought all the books. I'm gonna start them, I think, sometime next week. And if not, it's gonna be middle to end of July. I'm going on vacation for the first 2 weeks of July, so I won't be reading that much, and I am doing a whole like YouTube reading vlog for the entire series, like for the whole 5 books. It's all gonna be in one video. That's gonna be a really long one too, so that's why I need like a little bit of time to get through them, because it takes time to read and then film a reading vlog at the same time. So like I would have to be home for at least probably like 2 weeks, because there is 5 books in total. So if it doesn't get posted at the beginning of July, it will get posted at the end of July. So sometime in July, you will see that video. One FMC you could be besties with, Magnolia Parks. I think me and her would get along so freaking well, because she is so, like, she just says what she thinks. And that's what I do as well. Like, literally same. I don't know why. I could see it. Me and her would be best friends for life. Do you ever unhaul books you don't love? I'm guessing you mean like if I've read a book and I don't like it, if I like get rid of it from my bookshelves? No, but I should. I should be doing that, but no, I don't do that. And like I wish I had it in me to do it, but then like there's like maybe 3 books that I would be like, yeah, you could get rid of them, but the rest I'm like, but this cover is so pretty, but it looks so cute on my bookshelf. You know, the hoarder in me. I was gonna say I'll try to get better at that, but like we all know that would be a lie. Ooh, this is a good one. Your favorite romance standalone: A Love Letter to Whiskey, The Bonus, Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I think those are like my top 3 complete standalones. Can you name your top 5 book series? Okay, everybody keeps a list in their notes for like top 10 book series, top 10 book boyfriends, top 10 fucking everything, FMCs. I can't do it, okay guys? But I will tell you my top 5 series, which is gonna be very difficult. They will be in order from most to least, I guess, but like they're all like god tier series. Number 1, I have to go from number 1 because that's just how I decided to do it. Number 1, we have Fourth Wing, obviously. Number 2, here's the thing, I don't know if I put Boys of Tommen at number 2 or Magnolia Parks. I think I have to put Boys of Tommen at number 2 as of right now. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about Zodiac Academy. Fourth Wing, Boys of Tommen, Magnolia Parks, Zodiac Academy. Oh my god, what's my 5th one? Oh my god, because the other ones aren't gonna make the cut. Guys, this is so hard. Please don't make me do this. There's also like Lauren Asher and Elsie Silver. Oh my god, wait, no, my 5th one has to be Chestnut Springs by Elsie Silver. Guys, I love that series so much. It's not even like the series that I love. Like, I love the series, but like I just want to be in that town again. Like, the vibes, immaculate vibes. Okay, I can't think about this any longer. This is making me upset. What book do you regret buying? I would have to say a limited edition of Divine Rivals from Fairy Loot. It looks like that. Because I bought that before I read Divine Rivals and I thought that I was gonna love Divine Rivals, but now I have a limited edition of a book that I don't like, and that just bothers me on so many levels. Best romantasy series recommendations, literally so many. We have Powerless, Fourth Wing, Zodiac Academy, Lightlark, The Book of Azrael. For YA, I also like Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart. Obviously ACOTAR, Throne of Glass. I think that's more than enough. And Yana from the Future, if you put pictures to every single one of them, I sure fucking did. You're a fucking trooper. What is that one series / book that will be stuck in your head for the rest of your life? Let's say it together. 3, 2, 1, Fourth Wing. And that's on period. I have nothing more to add or subtract. Oh my god. You guys are fucked for this. Kill, Marry, Kiss, Rysand, Lance, or Sam Kyle. Okay, Rysand, you're fucking dead. You're dead. Because when we're picking between Lance and Sam Kyle, I'm gonna have to kiss Lance because he's definitely gonna show me good time. And then I'm gonna have to marry Sam Kyle because he's definitely a husband material. Your favorite hidden gem book, The Bonus by T.L. Swan. I loved the shit out of that book and I've never seen anybody talk about it. I feel like nobody knows it exists and I need that to be rectified immediately. It's such a good book and it's also a standalone. If you're looking for like a love letter to whiskey vibes, that's what you need to be reading. What's your thoughts about messy romance? I love messy romances. I'm so toxic with that, but like I love a book when the romance is like the messiest ever. Like A Love Letter to Whiskey, Magnolia Parks. Oh, I eat that shit up. It has to be done correctly, or like if it's not done correctly, immediately we'll get the ick. But once it's done correctly, oh, the messier, the fucking better. Okay, let me answer this question because a lot of you are asking and I'm gonna tell you right now the answer to this. When are you gonna make a video about your top book boyfriends, Yana? I will never make that video because I don't have a list, guys. I read a book, I remember, and then I don't. Like, I just feel like this is a list I should have been making once I got into reading, but I never made it. And now I read so many books. There's so many book boyfriends and I don't, like, I remember them, but I don't remember them enough to be able to say, okay, well, I love this one more because he did this, this, and this, while that one did this, this, and this. I don't remember it that much anymore. So I can't rank them, but also I'm a Libra and ranking things for me is not part of my zodiac sign, unfortunately. Like, I can't make a decision like that to start like ranking things to figure out which one I like more than the other. No, that actually sounds anxiety inducing. What's your least favorite book ever from BookTok? The Deep End. The most viral BookTok book to ever exist. I gave it 1 star. Why don't you bedazzle more of your books? So because I bedazzle my Legos. That's, you know, I could only bedazzle one thing at a time, but there is a book bedazzling video coming soon-ish. It's in the works, don't you worry. When are you seeing Larry and Mariana next? End of August, I think we're seeing each other. Maybe beginning of September. The dates have not been worked out yet, but don't you worry, we have something in the works because we can't go that long without seeing one another, obviously. What are your more minor icks in books? When she calls him daddy, I can't do it. When there's a repetition of like how tiny she is and how huge he is, can't fucking do it. Like weird nicknames, but I also like, I feel like I get icks as I go and then they like disappear. Like I forget that I've got them before. I feel like I've gotten so many icks from books before and now I like can't remember what they were. If you could only read one trope for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh guys, I think I would have to pick romancy, because I think I would get bored with romance, just like contemporary romances, and romancy could give me a little bit of fantasy and romance in one, so it's kind of like 2 for 1. And then if you read, sometimes romancies could be also dark romancy, so you're really getting the best of all the worlds. And sometimes you could also get romancy that's YA. Oh yeah, romancy, that's literally the only option. When will you read 1,000 Boy Kisses? So like literally never. Literally never. I know how that book ends and you will not catch me dead or alive reading it. Like that's not happening. I have it and it's gonna stay on my reading card until I give it away, because me? Not reading it. Are you team BJ or Julian? I don't think anybody's team Julian. How can you be team Julian when we literally read Magnolia into the dark? Love Julian to death, but what do you mean? There is no team Julian. Team Julian doesn't exist. Okay, you see? That's not nice. Kiss, Marry, Kill, Boys of Tommen, Magnolia Parks, Zodiac Academy. What? What? We're gonna have to kill Zodiac Academy. We are gonna have to marry Boys of Tommen because like they are so marriage material, you know? It's giving good happy life. Okay, so that's actually not true at all, and I take that fully back. They're actually not giving a cool happy life. I have a feeling one day they are, so I'm still marrying Boys of Tommen. But I am kissing Magnolia Parks because that's where the fun time is. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I'm so sorry you watched it. Time fucking out. I was thinking with my asshole clearly and not my brain, because here's how it's going. We're gonna kill Boys of Tommen because too much trauma, they have to die, because I can't go through that. We're gonna marry Zodiac Academy and kiss Magnolia Parks. Final decision. Boom. I just made it. Thank you. This is a good question. Number 1 book boyfriend. I do have a ranking for that. Zayden. Thank you. Next. Tips on how to get out of a reading slump. You need to pick up a book that's very fast-paced. Like usually I'll pick up a dark romance to get out of a reading slump, and sometimes if you listen to audiobooks, that could help you getting out of a reading slump too, because you're not technically reading, you're listening, but you're still reading, and yeah, that's just so much more fun. King of Envy review. I don't know why I keep getting harassed about this fucking book. The review on the King of Envy is not coming, guys. And the reason for that is because I read the book. I gave you my honest opinion about the said book. I said, I don't know why, I just don't like it. And the internet didn't like that. The internet decided to bash me for giving my honest opinion on the fucking book. So that's that. I updated you once. You guys didn't like what I had to say, and why would I update you again when I still don't have anything bad to say? And that video wasn't even, like, the video that I posted I wasn't even bashing on the series. Like, I've literally read every single book in the series, and I've loved every single book in the Kings of Sin series. It's just that book, just something about that book I didn't like. I was bored. And then everybody's asking me for a King of Envy review, and it's not gonna be here. It's not coming. But if you're wondering what the rating for it is, I gave it 3 stars. That's that. The discussion on King of Envy ends here now. But I will be reading the next book. I'm quite frankly very excited about the next book. And yeah. Is there a book that changed your life? If so, how? Yeah. So like Fourth Wing. because the amount of emotional damage it gave me is irreversible. It's for life, and it changed my life forever because now I have to live with it for the rest of my life. What are your top 5 reads this year so far? Okay, so number 5, we have God of War. Number 4, we have Bittersweet Memories. Number 3, Sinners Condemned. Number 2, The Throne of Broken Gods. And number 1 is obviously Onyx Storm. Would you rather never read a book again or read only horror books? So I would rather never even open a book ever in my life than to read horror books. I've never read a single horror books, but I've also like, I hate watching scary movies, guys. Like I've watched probably like 5 scary movies in my entire life, and every time Nick loves scary movies, and every time Nick's like, hey, can we please watch a scary movie? It's always a no. I hate watching scary movies. I can't, because then what if like a movie's too scary and then for the rest of my life I'm gonna be scared of something that I wasn't scared before because I saw it in this movie? Like, what if it like actually makes sense of the way people die and then I suddenly think that that's gonna happen to me? Like, what if it's gonna give me anxiety? You see, just talking about this is giving me anxiety already. Oh, favorite Rina Kent book, God of War. I loved that book so freaking much. Favorite Anna Wong book, Twisted Games. It's like Twisted Games / Twisted Lies. They're like almost on the same level, but Twisted Games is definitely number 1. Oh my god, I wish I need like another princess / bodyguard romance. Like nobody would be able to do it without me being like, okay, it's literally a copy of Twisted Games now. So I feel like Twisted Games is one of its own kind. When will you read Blood and Ash series? Guys, I will read the series once the entire series is complete. I'm so fucking done and over with starting romance series that are ending on cliffhangers and not having the next book for like 2 years. Like I have way too many of those series started already, so I'm not starting anymore. So until the series is complete, I probably will not be reading it. What's your most anticipated upcoming book release of the year? So hopefully Claiming 10 will get announced at some point, and if not that, then Lauren Roberts just announced the Fearful novel that's coming like after Fearless, and I'm very excited about that actually. And I'm also waiting for the next Lauren Asher book in the Lakefront Billionaire series that's coming out in August. I forgot the name, but this is what it looks like. I think those are like my top ones. There's like so many, I feel like. Okay, let's do this last question. What is one book you will never read? A Little Life. So like I will not be reading that. And I know a lot of people have asked me to read it, and it was book talk viral for quite some time, but like you will not catch me reading that. I actually am so glad that I accidentally got it spoiled for myself on Instagram. Like I'm glad that I now know how it ends, because if I read that whole book and that was the ending, I would have been so mad. So mad. All right, I think that's all the questions for today. There's honestly so many more questions. I feel like this video is getting a little bit too long. I'm getting a headache and my camera is dying, so we're like hitting a trifecta here. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, guys, because I know there was so many questions in there. If you guys want me to do this again and you want to ask different questions, do let me know. We could do this like a twice a year thing or something. I don't fucking know. How many questions do you have for me? But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, don't forget to follow me on Book Talk for more book reviews and on my Instagram for more day-to-day life. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you guys are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!